Hey, the guy in the driver's seat is starting to see me with the binoculars. Yeah, I am. I just got binoculars. He's leaning forward now, looking, and now he's leaned back. Now he leans forward. Now he's leaning back. Now he's trying to act like he doesn't care. In the video, you saw that when I was taking the video, the guy got some kind of notification on his phone, and then he turned the light off. You have to understand, this is high-level Russian mafia. They have access to all my devices. They have access to my Verizon Wi-Fi. Okay. These guys look poor. These are. How do you think these poor immigrants, these homeless guys, they were homeless in Armenia? How do you think they got all the way over into this country and filed all the paperwork and get all welfare? These are all welfare recipients. That guy right there in the white van is 100% homeless, unemployed, no fucking family, just shipped over here. Okay, who shipped him over here? Was it his? If it wasn't his family, who brought him over here and why did they bring him over here? He's not over here to fucking get rich. Not over here to work. So who brought him over here? How does he get over here? How does he survive? And then the one that he was talking to, the one standing outside right now, he's a welfare recipient. Never worked in his life. He came to America to receive welfare. His dad is the same thing. Two welfare grown men, Armenian grown men that no Armenian woman would take care of. But the Russian mob sees value in them. The guy in the black thing, he's got a wife and two kids. Two girls, two little girls. He comes every night here. And Armenians try to pretend like they're not gay by acting macho, but you gotta understand something. When they're like this, because they're sexually overactive, because of machoism, when they're like this, they're homoerotic. They're not fucking homosexual, they're homoerotic. So the guy in the black van knew, or the black in the black Volkswagen knew. They got notified. Hey, this fool is surveilling your window with Zoom. Turn your light off. Cause you know what that guy was gonna do? I was filming because he was gonna take a fucking. He was gonna get a fucking a line. He was gonna take a line. Oh, good. Come out. Oh, he fixed it. The guy with the two kids is the only one that sags his pants to watch when he comes out. Hilarious. Wants to be black. They're gonna go suck each other off. Hey, Armenians play fucking hardcore macho. I like fucking me like get off, me like get off. Look at. Oh, I don't want to be around my this. Cause look at, even Armenian men think Armenian women and girls. His own little girls. He's like 6 and 4. He fucking thinks they're so disgusting. He'd rather be with these disgusting fucking men than at home with his fucking family, his own children. Look at him. Ooh. So what is he, if he's doing this all night, what the fuck does he do during the day? Oh, you know what he does? He goes home when his little fucking kids go to school so he doesn't have to see them. You know what else? I bet you he's on welfare, but I bet you his wife fucking has a job under the table. Some kind of Armenian. Because a lot of Armenians, the way these poor Armenians get here is they get shipped here by fucking organized crime. Because organized crime uses their identity. It's not identity theft, it's identity manufacture. That's how the Russian mob got away from it. If you steal an identity, you know what? You can get caught. If you manufacture an identity from one of these, it's gold. It's untouchable because it's a citizen. It's an American citizen protected by all the citizens. So the Russian mob has these nodes in here as constructed identities with which the mob uses that identity in the methods of identity theft to create loans and fucking bank accounts and all kinds of fucking stupid shit and welfare and grants and subsidies, all legal because of people like this that only come to this country for that reason, to exist in the state of a parasite. You know why they hate America? Because they realize that without America, they would be living in dirt in Armenia. And they think that our American prosperity, which is not even real, but they think that American prosperity is the only reason they're, not whatever in their life. But this is what they were in Armenia. And that's what makes them valuable to the Russian mob, because they're nothing. So you can create whatever the fuck you want. All you gotta do is ship this motherfucker, give this fool a couple $1,000, a fucking passport, and a means to get to America, and legal support to fill out all the fucking paperwork to go through the immigration process. Coincidentally, what do you know? Bring them by the fucking plane load. Create their identity, leave them in poverty, and tell them, look, shut the fuck up. You can live exactly the way you lived in Armenia and not 1 cent more. Maybe $10 more. The rest is for us. And so they hate their lives and they just mope around because they have nothing, because they can't do anything. You have to understand, if they try to do anything with their lives, they threaten the identity construct, so they become a threat. So they have to stay like this. This is the Russian mob, is organized crime. It's not freedom. It's not, hey, we want to help people better their lives. No, it's about fucking total control of whatever they consider their resource. Human resources are what drives organized crime. And this is a human resource. This is a father of 2 kids who's married to an Armenian. The little girls know English. They were actually born here. So they're American citizens technically being held hostage by the Russian mob, if you want to get technical, because their identities are being corralled by this man who is a fucking agent of the Russian mob. He's not a fucking member like, oh, I'm a boss. No, he's just a fucking pawn. But this man makes sure that those little American girls that are legitimate American citizens never, ever, ever, ever exercise their American right to confront foreign threat from Russian organized crime. Is that child abuse? Is that child neglect? Is that coercion? Is coercion child abuse? Or is that just normal in Christian standards? This is his life in this country. All of this gets paid for by American labor. The house, I pay what do I pay? $19.40. Shit, I gotta pay rent anyways. So we gotta pay him. What is it? 28 days? Okay, so I pay $1,940 a month, okay? Him and his dad, not this guy, the guy that owns that car over there, that has a Marine sticker on it. After he bought the car, the Armenian put a Marine sticker on it, okay? Because what are they doing? They want to look like Americans. So isn't that false valor or whatever that shit is? Why do you think an Armenian put a fucking Marine sticker? An immigrant Armenian who's fucking facilitating Russian mob organized crime. Why do you think he put a fucking Marine sticker on that? Because Marines are fucking stupid as fuck. And he knows that a Marine will defend him rather than want to kill him. Even though if they go to the Ukraine, they want to kill him, because he would be part of the invading forces. I'm not saying Ukraine is right or anything. I'm just saying from their standpoint. From the American standpoint, these guys in Russia would be dead. In the Ukraine would be dead, because they would be on the Russian side. Even if they were just working in the cafeteria, it would be legitimate kills. If they were just driving a truck, like just driving around, if that's all they did for the Russian army in the Ukraine front. This Burbank is the fucking American front of the Ukraine war, and the Armenians are the spear. The Russians are using tanks and drones and cruise missiles in the Ukraine, and they're using Armenian welfare recipients in California. Because this funds that. They make billions of dollars. They extract billions of dollars through through millions of these. Millions of these that they keep bringing over here too. His entire existence. This is it. This is what, in his mind, it means to be in America. Which is another way of saying, fuck America every day that I live. I'm gonna make sure that when I live my life, when I leave America, however it is, all I do is take out of it. That's it. I'm not gonna give shit. But again, he's telling himself that because on the flip side is, because he doesn't have an identity of his own. He brought here by the Russian mob. He doesn't exist. He can't do anything. He can't better his life. He can't take a class. And he can't let his kids fucking pull his covers. He can't let his kids expose his fucking activities. The way that they exist. Their history. He can't tell his kids the truth, and he can't fucking let them reveal the reality. Because he understands his kids really do believe that they're American. So now he has to live in a home. See, you want to see why he hates his own daughters? Because they only speak English. They run around here a couple of times. They only speak English because of their school. And he hates them because he has to live with Americans. And he spends all of his life avoiding his American daughters, who again are like 5 and 3. And but not the American economy. He doesn't ignore the American economy. If he gave half the attention that he gives the American economy to his daughters, he would be a father figure. Right? He gives all of his attention to the American economy, but it's not to put in. And it's not because he's rich. It's because he's put in a position where the only means that he has to survive is criminal activity. Because again, there's nothing he can do to legitimize himself because his entire identity is brought here for one reason: to extract money through fucking fraud, through identity manufacturing for the Russian organized crime. That is an extension of the FSB, just like the fucking mafia in World War II was an extension of the frickin' CIA. The CIA let Lucky Luciani out of fucking prison just to go to Italy to help fight fascists. Well, to help fight Mussolini. The FSB realizes, hey, we can't invade the American economy because that's an act of war. But just like the CIA doesn't have control over the mafia, we don't have control over the Russian mob. So through this means, the Ukraine war is being funded. Just to be clear here, I'm not even for Ukraine or anything like that. I don't see it like that because I see that as Slavs killing Slavs, and I'm not for that. I support Slavic life. Armenians are not Slavs. I don't support Armenian life. I support Slavic life. It's a shame. To me, Putin is fulfilling the European monarch's desire to kill Slavic people en masse under the guise of for Slavic interests. And the history of Slavic people goes to show that is not in their nature. That is not who they are. That is not how Slavic people coexist. Slavic people didn't even have a word for king until they were fucking butchered by the Genoans and the Venetians and all that kind of shit into fucking slavery. And they felt like, man, we got to do something. So they thought, hey, why don't we do what they do? They got organized. They got a king. We'll put somebody above us. Oh, well, that's a disgusting idea. Why do we want that? Hey, that's the way they do it. I guess we got to do it too. And that's how Slavs became the modern Slav, Russia. But their true origin, their true history, their true DNA is anti-monarchy, anti-power, anti-higher class. And Putin is a European construct of a Slav. to make all the Slavs want to emulate a European construct of a Slav, which is killing Slavs is now the definition of the Slavic identity. Not killing English people. Not killing English people. I say the Slavic identity should be killing English people. Actually, it should be killing fucking Italian people if you want to be straight. Even though Italians aren't necessarily doing anything to them right now. But if you want to go from who did it first, it's the Italians. If you want to do who did it worse, it's the Italians. If you want to do who's the most immediate, it's the English. With the Vatican, so the Italians. So, Slavic people, Ukraine is not your fucking enemy. I can tell you that. The Armenians are number one, a parasite that you think are your some kind of fucking accessible tool. But you understand, poison comes in a lot of different forms. And why do they stay outside all the time? This is the thing too. What is this fucking shit? This is oh, that guy just went and parked down the street. Oh, look. He didn't even leave. That's him right there. That's him. Because he's got a shitty fucking car. So he's trying to hide. Again, this is a homeless guy. He's just trying to fucking live over here. The police, they called the police on him last week when I was asleep. It was fucking hilarious. When I woke up and checked my camera, somebody called the cops on him. Which goes to show you, other Americans understand that there's a threat, but they feel helpless because MAGA, the police department in MAGA, they support the Russian mob, just like Trump supports Russia. And why do they stay outside? Because these fools, they think we're tough. They think like gangsters. This is not South Central. You see the street? You see what I'm showing you? This is Burbank. Look at how they stand out there like they're fucking gangsters. They look up at cars like there's gonna be a fucking drive-by. This is the act that they gotta live in order to tell themselves that they're fucking an image that they're not. Look at this is what they really are. But inside their heads, you gotta understand, inside their heads, they're the opposite of what we see. Inside their heads, they are totally the opposite of what we see. I watched them gonna go with their boyfriend. Or their welfare recipient. See? Look. Fucking welfare recipients. Look at this. All they do, why? This is wannabe gangster shit. Am I fucking joking? We own this place. I mean, yeah, it's early in the morning. Who gives a fuck? No. This is the Russian mob. This is not Americans. You say that about American people. Yeah, who gives a fuck? They're American. They're black kids. Who gives a fuck? They're teenagers. They're fucking Mexican kids. They're Asian kids. They're fucking rock and roll, punk rocking fucking white kids. They're fucking hippies. Right? They're fucking football players. No. This is men. These are grown fucking men that are fucking foreigners. That are all fucking welfare recipients. That are staking like as if they fucking own this territory. And their lives are not in threat. Look, it don't even stop. Watch, I know where it's going too.